Anyway, the perils of social media is something most, if not all, teenagers will face at some point. And today, a 14-year-old girl in the Netherlands is in major trouble after her social media prank landed her in police custody. The teen, a Twitter user named Sarah, sent a message to the American Airlines account Sunday morning making terror threats. Her account has now been suspended, but according to the Associated Press, one message read, quote, "Hello, my name's Ibrahim, and I'm from Afghanistan. I'm part of Al-Qaeda, and on June 1st, I'm going to do something really big. Bye." That was her direct tweet. Not surprisingly, American Airlines, not amused, and responded, "Sarah, we take these threats very seriously. Your IP address and details will be forwarded to security and the FBI." Well, that got her attention, and she quickly said she was only joking. She's been arrested. Accused of posting a false or alarming announcement. But so far, no charges have been filed. Officials are waiting to see if American Airlines wants to press charges. Nevertheless, it's an important lesson about the reckless talk on social media. Joining me now, Dessi, a social media expert and CEO of Silverback Social. Chris, when you sat down, I said, what was she thinking? You said she's being a teenager, and I said, I don't know where you were raised, but okay.
Tough streets.
Tough streets of New York. But the thing that is also striking is that she would tweet out, on social media and not realize that she could be found.
You know, listen, sometimes the trouble with social media is social media, right? And while it facilitates amazing things like Arab Spring and people sharing photos on Facebook, there's also a dark side to it. It's sort of the yin and the yang of social media. And what some teenagers and kids don't realize is that there's not a volume adjuster on a tweet. So when she sends a tweet, which for her probably felt very intimate, probably in her bedroom, she could be under a blanket and she could be sending that tweet, feels like a text message that she might be really used to sending to a friend. And while that seemingly harmless prank in her bedroom is amplified throughout the world, she certainly didn't realize the repercussions of it.
And bravo to American Airlines, how it handled it.
Oh, absolutely wonderful. And you could tell by their response that they thought about this, that they've wrapped management around social media. They have a team. You could tell that the response was sort of premeditated. They understood if there's anybody with an inkling, there's no black or white here, like no gray area here. It's black or white. You step over that line, done. It's going. We're tracking your IP address. We're notifying the federal government. You're in trouble. You are in big trouble.
And I love that they noted we have your IP address, not this like, okay, we're looking for you. And a lot of people, again, don't even understand the IP address that's linked to their computer or their device.
And listen, here's, teenagers, there's this perception that because they're growing up with these technologies that they really understand and can grasp the repercussions of it. I promise you, I work with CEOs of publicly traded companies. They don't understand the repercussions of social media. We're just figuring it out. It's no longer, social media is no longer a shiny new toy, and it's time for social media to potentially be taught in schools, I think.
Well, that's interesting, and I didn't want us to sound like two kids get off my lawn type of people, because there's a fair share of adults who've done equally stupid things. Justine Sacco, the PR person, she was an executive who was fired. Her tweet went viral when she was on her way to South Africa, and she tweeted, quote, "Going to Africa, hope I don't get AIDS, just kidding, I'm white." By the time she landed in South Africa, her whole world had crashed, and we haven't heard from Justine since.
Social media can be more frictionless than the conversation you and I are having right now. Because people are so comfortable with interacting with their devices, they're not reading the response from a human being's face. I'm not seeing you cringe or react or get the inflection of my voice. There's no tonality whatsoever within social media. It can be very powerful and very good, but it can also be very, very dangerous.
You have a lot of people, and some lawmakers have brought this up in the past, whether or not we will get to the point where the anonymity is removed, where people can no longer think they can hide behind an avatar that's not actually a picture of them and a name that's not actually their name, and you will be forced to own the words you say on social media.
Yeah, there are certainly trolls that hide behind that. There's a movement toward it becoming more transparent. I think if it does get to that point where privacy advocates allow for people to control their own identity, it will be decentralized. It will be monitored by the community, by the group, by the world even. This is just the beginning. This is a social media digital revolution that we're experiencing right now.
That's very interesting, and we'll keep an eye on this case involving this 14-year-old girl who is in some big trouble. Thank you very much.
Thank you.